Welcome back to Daily Flash. Two letters are striking fear into workers involved in the tech, entertainment, and financial fields, and they could soon affect every job out there. Those letters are AI. So why should we all be thinking about our future now that AI has arrived? Joining us to talk about the rise of artificial intelligence is Tekendra Parmar of Insider. AI already plays a huge role in our society. Tekendra, give us some more insight into how this will change our lives going forward.
Right. I think you summarized it pretty well. This new sort of wave of artificial intelligence is creating, these human-like chatbots that can do everything from, potentially writing legal notices to writing screenplays. And that will have a profound impact on humans in all of these fields, from entertainment to finance to even journalism. I think the latest Goldman Sachs report suggested that perhaps around 300 million jobs might be impacted by artificial intelligence.
We're seeing just a dose of this with the writer's strike. I know it's about streaming, but it's also about AI, so I think creatively that kind of hits home. But why should we all be paying closer attention to this?
Right. I mean, with all kinds of technology, I think a technological revolution, so to speak, there's going to be good and bad things to come. And I think the writer's strike is a good example of how an industry group is taking a proactive approach to a technology that might profoundly change the industry for the better or for the worse.
So how do you think this will make tech more powerful? And the bigger question that I think a lot of people have is, who will oversee AI?
Right. I mean, those are all questions that are up in the air. I mean, to say how will this make big tech more powerful, I think we're seeing an arms race right now between tech companies who will be able to master this technology and ship it out to consumers in a way that is ready to be used. Google is coming out with its own Bard. Of course, there's OpenAI that's been partnering with Microsoft. So the entire search industry, which is basically the backbone of how we use the internet, might be disrupted by this and create new winners and losers. But one thing sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, Tekendra, that brings up a really interesting point, because there's been a lot of criticism that it tends to be what many people are saying one-sided when it comes to certain revisions of history or politics. Do you see an effort going forward to make sure that this is evenly balanced?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the concerns that a lot of people have about artificial intelligence is how the data is trained and what that might mean. The way these large language models work is they ingest the entire body of our human work on the internet, online, and then use that to predict how it's going to respond to us. So while we can pontificate, and I'm not sure where the regulation is going to go, I want to stress that artificial intelligence isn't somehow unhuman. It's trained on the corpus of our work and is a profound amalgamation of both our virtues and our vices. And what that means is you're going to get the good and the bad of all humanity on it, perhaps on steroids.
We're seeing that unfold now. Why do you think tech titans like Elon Musk are calling for a pause on AI?
That's probably the smartest thing that Elon Musk has said, but I do want to sort of give a little more context. I think what these industry people are saying is, hey, we need to be very conscious of our regulations on this industry. So this is very new for the tech industry. If you think about it, this is an industry known for an unrepentant disruption, and now it's kind of growing up, and it's good that we're seeing this. This technology is here to stay, but the fact that we're having these conversations about how to regulate it is definitely a good thing.
Yeah, because I think what happened with the internet, it was sort of the Wild West, and we just all got to this point where we thought, oh, wait a second, maybe there should be rules and regulations for this. So it's good that they're sort of forward thinking. How do you think we can slow this down, if that's even possible at this point?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I think that's up in the air, but industry groups talking to each other is like the first important step. I think the second important step is making sure that there is some level of government involvement in regulations. And the third step is, what we do, the critical reporting on how these technologies might impact people, not only here in the US, but around the world.
Tekendra, some great information. Thank you so much. For more information on AI, please follow Tekendra at Tekendra Parmar right there on your screen. Thank you so much.